All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're taking a trip to Sudan, but probably not the Sudan you're used to seeing in the news. We're going to dive deep into its real story, told through the incredible landmarks that shape not just its landscape, but its very soul.
So this really brings us to the core question, the one that's going to guide us through this whole journey. What is the story of Sudan? And you'll see the answer isn't just one thing. It's this incredibly rich tapestry that's been woven together over thousands of years.
You know, it's a story that's written in stone, in water, and in spirit. And using those three ideas as our guide, we're going to explore the ancient empires, the breathtaking natural wonders, and the modern beating heart of this truly remarkable nation.
All right, first up, empires of sand and sea. We're starting our journey way back in the past, looking at these incredible legacies left behind by ancient empires, legacies that are literally carved into the sand and stone.
Let's start with a number, 200. That's roughly how many Nubian pyramids you'll find just in the Bajraweya area. Now, to put that into perspective for you, this is believed to be the second biggest collection of pyramids on the entire planet. It kind of flips the script on the idea that ancient Egypt was the only game in town, right? It's just this powerful testament to a history that's been overlooked for way too long.
And you can really feel the history there. I mean, the atmosphere is just tangible. This place represents the absolute peak of the Kushite Empire during its golden age. It really is a place where, as this beautiful quote says, the sands meet history and civilization whispers the secrets of the kings. So not too far from there, you've got another landmark that builds on this incredible legacy, Jebel Barkal. And listen, this is not just a mountain. For the kings of the Napatan kingdom, this was a sacred place. It was pretty much the center of their entire universe, and they surrounded it with temples and royal pyramids.
I mean, there's just a real mystique to this place. It's like Jebel Barkal is this silent guardian, watching over everything. As the quote puts it, at its foothills a civilization was born, and in its silence the secrets of kings are preserved. It's one of those spots where you can just feel the weight of history.
Okay, so now let's go from the deep desert right to the coast, to the city of Sawakin. And this place, it's all about contrast. You have to imagine in its glory days, this was a booming port on the Red Sea, a gateway for trade, for pilgrims. It was a place of great maritime power. But today, it's silent. Just these beautiful, haunting coral stone ruins telling the story of an era that's long gone.
All right, now we're going to switch gears. We're moving from those ancient empires to the living, breathing landscapes of today. It's time to check out the incredible canvas of Sudan's natural wonders.
And what a canvas it is! I mean, just look at Jebel Mera. This place is like a world unto itself. It's a huge volcanic crater out in western Sudan. But here's the kicker. It has a temperate climate, these beautiful inland lakes, and high-altitude meadows. It's a total surprise and a super important source of biodiversity.
Then you have something as amazing as the stone forest. And no, these aren't just cool-looking rocks. They are fossilized tree trunks. I mean, they are literally trunks from ancient times, as the quote says, just standing there as a witness to the deep, deep history of the Earth. It's an absolute scientific treasure.
Now, let's head back out into the Red Sea to Sanganeb Island. This is a protected natural reserve, and what makes it so special is its incredible ecosystem. It's a botanical wonder where 4 different reefs come together, forming this vivid, living canvas of marine life. It's truly a jewel sparkling in the endless blue.
Hopping back to the mainland, you've got the Taka Mountains in the east, and they are just breathtaking. We're talking about these huge granite peaks that seem to shoot straight up from the plains. And they kind of wrap around the city of Kassala. And because of their unique stair-like look, they've been a huge draw for climbers since way back in 1939.
And for our last stop in this tour of natural wonders, we have to talk about Dinder National Park. This place was established all the way back in 1935, but it's not just that it's the largest reserve in Sudan, it's considered one of the absolute richest ecosystems in the entire world. It's a huge deal for global biodiversity.
Okay. So we've seen the ancient, we've seen the wild. Now our journey takes us into the modern era to check out the nation's modern heartbeat. We're talking about landmarks that really capture Sudan's spirit of industry, faith, and progress.
A perfect example is the Atbara railway station.
This place really has a split personality. On one hand, you've got the building itself, this historic British-style piece of industrial architecture. But on the other hand, and this is even more important, this station is the exact spot where Sudan's powerful labor unions got their start. It's literally where the wheels of change started to turn.
And speaking of nation building, look at the Merowe Dam. This isn't just a massive infrastructure project. It's a symbol. It embodies this quote, "From the Nile, light was born, and Merowe wrote the epic story of nation building." It's about harnessing that river to power the country, to write a new chapter of progress.
And then you have something like the Nile Mosque, right on the banks of the Nile in Omdurman. And the story behind this place is just incredible. This stunning, complex piece of architecture actually started as a university student's graduation project. Now, this fairy tale flower, as it's called, is a major landmark of both faith and modern Sudanese design.
So this brings us to our final piece of the puzzle, the river that binds. We've seen monuments of stone. We've seen wonders of nature. We've seen symbols of a modern spirit. So what's the one thing that connects all of it? Well, it has to be the river.
And we're talking about the Nile, of course. Get this. Over 665 kilometers of the world's longest river flow right through the heart of Sudan. It's just so much more than water. It really is the nation's lifeblood, in every sense of the word.
It really is, like the quote says, a river that never stopped flowing. Think about it. It carried entire civilizations on its back, from the ancient Kushite kings all the way to the modern engineers who built the Merowe Dam. It has shaped the land, the people, and the very soul of this place.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, you see that the story of Sudan is just so vast, so varied. We've seen these ancient empires, these unbelievable landscapes, and this modern beating heart. And every single one of those pieces, they're all connected by this one timeless artery, the Nile River. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. If a nation really is a story, what's its truest chapter? Is it the monuments that speak of past glory? Is it the incredible resilience of its natural world? Or is it the ambition of its present? You know, maybe the real story is just how all of it flows together. Thanks for joining us.